Good morning and welcome from Mission Control Houston for today's International Space Station Update Hour. Getting a live look now inside the flight control room as NASA personnel monitor the systems on board the orbiting laboratory. Currently, the Orbit 2 team is on console and they're being led by Flight Director Ginger Carrick. They're in the center of your screen. Fairly quiet day on orbit as the Expedition 30 crew marks its first full day. They are led by Commander Dan Burbank, a NASA astronaut, veteran of 2 shuttle missions including STS-106, which prepared the ISS for the arrival of its first permanent crew. He is further joined by Russian cosmonauts Anton Shkaplerov and Anatoly Ivanishin. Last night saw the landing of the Expedition 29 crew, which included Expedition 29 Commander Mike Fossum, a NASA astronaut, Russian cosmonaut Sergei Volkov, and Japanese aerospace exploration astronaut Satoshi Furukawa. The three spent a total of 167 days in space, beginning with their launch on June 8th in their Soyuz spacecraft, and 165 days total on board the International Space Station. Fairly quiet day in mission control and on orbit as the crew is in an off-duty day, catching up on some sleep and a little bit of relaxation time as they had a very busy day yesterday preparing that crew for their departure. They will resume normal operations tomorrow, and again we are in a 3-person crew rotation right now. And that will continue until the launch of the rest of the Expedition 30 crew on December 21st. And that will see the addition of NASA astronaut Don Pettit, Russian cosmonaut Oleg Kononenko, and European Space Agency astronaut Andrei Kuipers. Yesterday's undocking and landing of the Soyuz TMA-02 spacecraft went off without a hitch, with a flawless hatch closure, undocking, deorbit burn, and landing. Landing yesterday took place at 8:26 p.m. Central Time, or 8:26 a.m. Kazakhstan time in the pre-dawn hours. Landing conditions were frigid, with the wind chill pushing it into the -degrees Fahrenheit, but the crew landed in good spirits and an overall operation success. The International Space Station currently orbiting about 250 miles over the southern Atlantic off the western coast of South Africa. Again, the crew is catching up on some sleep today and will have an off-duty day, and then they will resume their normal operations tomorrow, conducting a range of experiments and maintenance work on board the International Space Station as they mark the end of their first full week on board the floating laboratory and the first full day of Expedition 30.